A madam was talking to her employee when a tea girl entered the office with tea for the madam. She said, "Ma'am, here's your tea." The madam replied, "Who are you?" The tea girl said, "I'm the daughter of the tea uncle who used to bring you tea. My father is unwell today, so he couldn't come." The madam replied, "Oh, but why did you bring the tea? Even if we don't get tea for 3 to 4 days, it's okay." The tea girl responded, "Ma'am, maybe it won't make a difference to you if tea doesn't come for a few days, but it'll make a huge difference to us. You see, we are poor, and all our expenses are managed from the tea shop. If the shop remains closed even for a day, we won't have food at home. Since my father is sick, I opened the shop today and brought the tea myself." "Ma'am, I wanted to say one more thing," the madam said. "Yes, go ahead." The tea girl said, "My father had said there was no urgency to ask you about the due payment, but since he's unwell and we need money for his medicines, a little help would mean a lot right now." The madam replied, "Look, I don't know how much the tea bill is, and now your father isn't here either, so who will calculate the total?" The tea girl said, "Ma'am, my father told me the amount. I remember it. Last week's tea was 500 rupees. The week before that was 220 rupees, and this week is 350 rupees. The madam asked her employee, "Reedy, calculate it, please." But the tea girl quickly said, "Ma'am, it's 1,070 rupees. The madam was surprised and said, "Wow, you added that without calculating." The tea girl smiled and said, "It was a small amount, not that difficult to add." The employee said, "Ma'am, she's just a tea vendor's daughter. How can she calculate so fast? She must have done the math at home." The tea girl replied, "No, ma'am, you're misunderstanding. I didn't do it at home. I just did it now." The employee tested her again and said, "Okay, then tell me this. What's the total of 700, 220, 450, 500, 810, 110, and 260? The tea girl instantly replied, 3,050. The madam said, "That's absolutely correct." The employee was shocked. The madam asked, "How did you do it so quickly? When you're so educated, why are you doing tea work? Don't you go to school or college?" The tea girl answered, "Ma'am, I had to stop studying. We're poor, and our family situation keeps changing, so we have to adjust according to our circumstance. That's why I had to leave school and start working. But that doesn't mean I don't want to study. I do. I also want to study and become someone, so I can support my parents and be their strength." The madam said, "I didn't know your situation was like this, that you had to stop studying. But don't worry, I will cover all your education expenses. You can study as much as you want." The tea girl replied with emotion, "Ma'am, I don't know how to thank you. You have no idea what you've just said. It means the world to me. If everyone helped like this, people like us would have a future." The madam said, "Just a minute." She asked her employee for some money. The employee handed over some cash from her pocket to the madam. The madam gave the money to the tea girl and said, "Here's the payment for the tea, and some extra. Use it for your father's treatment." The tea girl replied, "Thank you so much, ma'am." The employee turned to the tea girl and said, "Please forgive me. I judged you by your appearance. I didn't know you were so educated." The tea girl responded, "No, ma'am, you weren't wrong. Most people judge us poor folks by our clothes. You're not at fault." She added, "Anyway, ma'am, I'll take your leave now." The madam said, "All right," and the tea girl walked out of the office.